Hello everyone, welcome to this long-awaited KTM Expo RR at Brands Hatch, Indy. Getting ready for the start. We actually have 7 participants and we're off. Green. And what happened to the stream? There we go. Hello everyone, welcome to this long-awaited KTM Expo. Had a crash already in the first corner. Prochnow and Campbell. But right now we have K.O. Slitton, Keith Griffall, and David DeGreef as a top 3. And right now we're watching Scott Hall, who is trying to catch David DeGreef. I'm going to kind of abandon my previous commentating by just saying probably the first names, since we're all pretty familiar with these guys. Scott giving David a little something to think about. And we have Greg Prochnow passing Scott. Scott now in 5th place. Let's kind of take a look around. Here we have Keith trying to catch K.O. These two are the fastest two in the field, or have been in the practice and the qualifying. Then we have David DeGreef running a 3rd place. So how's it sound on this, guys? I hope the engine volumes are high enough to be able to tell what's going on. And my voice is high enough so you can hear me. That would be nice, huh? Okay. Had a pretty tight battle early on this week, trying to get everything set up. Had a little conversation with Bram at racedepartment.com, and we got things settled out. There's no problems. And I'm happy to be presenting this stream for you all to enjoy today. Looks like Otis may have already dropped out. Back to Keith trying to catch K.O. Prochnow in P4 has a little distance to make up here. So we have our lone, I don't want to say lone, I don't want to make it sound bad, but we have our lone Canadian participant, Scott Hall. Welcome, Scott. Glad to see you're in here again. Part of the North American group. Everybody else is from the continental U.S. As far as I know. Kind of getting tough for Keith to catch KO. He gets close in some sectors and not so close in other sectors. They're running pretty equal time, pretty good pace. The low 46.4s. Low 46.3 for Slitten. See, old habits are hard to get rid of for KO. Looks like Keith has made up a little ground there. Little slip by KO maybe. This is of course our closest battle right now. We've got about a half a second separation, thereabouts. Both of them went a little wide there. Nice. Well, as I say, this is a long-awaited race. We had it scheduled for about 3 weeks ago. And had server problems, we had that prevented us from being able to run it. Had to postpone it twice, I believe. But here we are, and we've got it. Kind of dwindled down from the 11 drivers we had signed up for it before we had to start postponing, and people had other obligations to take care of because, well, it's on a different day of the month. So we're glad we have the people we have. And we're being a little cautious here. Let's see what's happening with Campbell and Hall. Scott has P5 and Sean wants it. Oh, a little wide there by Scott. Gives Sean, oh, another wide. Gives Campbell E5. And the person he's chasing after now is Greg, who is 13 seconds ahead of him. But Greg is getting pretty close to David. So we have a nice battle here. Got that a little close. So Greg lost a little momentum there. And we have Keith and KO still at it, still close. Still within striking distance. One little mistake. That's close enough for it to hurt. Not that I wish it upon anybody. Here we are back with David and Greg. Greg is making up a little bit of that time he lost. KO and Keith. Oh, Keith went a little wide there. Here we have DeGreef went a little wide. Gave Greg the inside. Is he going to be able to make it? I don't know. This is going to be close. Looks like David got it back. Good job. Those little slip-ups or mistakes that make the difference. Oh, tried to get on the inside there and didn't have the room, or David didn't know he was there. Oh, that's too bad. Hopefully he doesn't have any damage. Well, maybe he does. Looks like David went off. Or he was waiting for him. Both probably have a little bit of suspension damage. Hopefully nothing serious that they can't keep on racing. Looks like they're having fun. See Sean Campbell in the background there, trying to make some distance up. On the inside. Give David a little something to think about. Protect that inside. Yes, he does. Nice battle going on. Nice battle. Greg tried the outside there. Cuts to the inside on this one. Is David gonna undercut? No, didn't quite make it. Might get him here though. David on the inside here on that sweeping turn. Couldn't get the momentum. Little look on the inside. Little drift there by Keith. I'm sorry, Greg. Looks like Greg is getting a little separation now. Made a little slip there. Enabled David to get a little closer, but has recovered. Still only 5/10 or thereabouts. And here in the front, we have a close battle also between KO and Keith. These are our leaders. I believe they're coming up on Scott. Looks like we'll have one more lap. Into turn one. Still maintaining his lead, coming up on the back marker of Scott. Is he going to play a role? No, he nicely gets out of the way. Nice job, Scott. So here we're coming towards the finish line. Looks like we might have one more lap. I guessed wrong. I always thought they were doing my lap times, which would have made this one over by the time when I crossed the... Never mind. You know what I mean. Anyway, fortunately, here we get back to David coming through on his last chance, last lap, last chance. Oh, oh, there it is. There's the mistake. Gives David P3. Sean P4. Greg now in P5. Scott P6. So our winner, congratulations, K.O. Slitton, David DeGreef, P2, Campbell, P3. So, I'm sorry, K.O. Slitton is the winner, Keith Griffall, P2, David DeGreef, P3. So that's our podium, Slitton, Griffall, and DeGreef. Then we have Campbell, Prochnow, Hall, and a DNF or a so now there will be another 5-minute warm-up before race 2. I kind of think that maybe the warm-ups don't have a lot of purpose. I guess as a driver you have a chance to make adjustments or change your fuel, that sort of thing. Try to get a little more speed in that lap. We don't hardly have anybody that takes advantage of it. It's only 5 minutes. Get a couple of laps that would count. I wouldn't be disappointed if they didn't have that, didn't have the warm-up. Could maybe just go right into race 2, which, by the way, I believe we will reverse the at least top 5. Since there's only 6 participating now, that pretty well is the whole field. Anyway, if you're watching this stream, thank you very much. If you like it, hit that like button. If you really like it and want to see more from racedepartment.com with the race room, we can have you subscribe and you'll be notified when there is another stream going on. So there's a little subscribe button in the lower right corner. You can hit that and get notifications when the next stream will be. So we're waiting for this warm-up to get over with, which obviously nobody took advantage of, unless they got up to use the facilities or something, which is maybe a reason. Looks like Scott's gonna get out and at least get a tour. Tour of the track before the race actually starts. I'm sure most of you are aware of the tragic crash at the Daytona 500 on Monday. I would just like to say that we're sending our thoughts and prayers to Ryan Newman, who's in the hospital. That was an awful, awful crash. Again, on the last lap, it just gets everybody trying for the same spot, and it just doesn't work when you're doing right at 200 miles an hour. So anyway, I wish you the best, Ryan. Speedy recovery. I understand that you are of course injured, but non-life threatening, so they tell us. It will get better, man. Take care. So with that, it looks like we're getting ready for our second race. And we have 6 participants. See if everybody can make it through the first corner this time. So Sean was out in front and went way wide on that corner. Sorry, Sean, I didn't mean to put a curse in there. So that gives Keith the lead. Slitton, P2. Then we have DeGreef, Prochnow, Paul, and Sean Kemp. So this is pretty much our lineup for now. We're riding along with the Slitton, KO, giving Keith a little something to think about. Maybe I better get the driver info up there so we know who's. DeGreef is giving, or Slitton's giving DeGreef, or the DeGreef got by Slitton. So DeGreef to P2, KO P3. Am I right there? I believe so. Although KO seems to be wanting to get that back, which he going on the outside here. Not gonna make it. Looks like Scott has got around Prochnow. I wonder if Greg had a little mishap. Because there seems to be quite a bit of separation there. That's just why I say that. It's not that... never mind. So here we have DeGreef in P3 now. I guess that's where he'd been. He went a little wide there. We have Greg. Give him Scott something to think about. Going around the inside here. Made the pass. P5. And it looks like you're getting a little separation there. We have David trying to catch up to KO. And here we have Scott. Trying to get back his position from Greg. Looks like we have a little more separation between the drivers in this race. Next for Greg would be Sean Campbell. And all three cars are about equal distance apart. Looks like Greg's getting a little more separation from Scott. Puts him closer to Sean. Oh, a little drift around there. Maybe that might have cost him a little. Maybe not. Getting it down to a little over a second separation now. That little off-road there didn't help. Makes up good time here at the approach to this corner. And they're pretty equal on the getting off. I believe Greg had a little better exit from that corner. Oh. Hang on. Oh, man. Hello, wall. Well, that puts Greg in 6th position now. I don't know if his vehicle is drivable. Now that we have, I think damage is on. I know it will be next week with the Porsches, but where was that at? Laguna Seca? Might call that my home track. Being a California boy. Born and raised. Left there about high school. So most of my youth was in California. Then the rest of my youth was in Phoenix, Arizona. Where did some go-kart racing, helped run a track, went to the opening of Phoenix International Raceway when it was in its infancy. It was the days of the Chaparral and the Cobras and the good old time cars, good old timers. Saw my first 200-mile-an-hour dragster at that racetrack on that opening day. It was quite a sight in that time. And somebody doing 200 miles an hour in a quarter mile. That's putting them up and laying them down. Anyway, back to our race. We have Slitton a little over a second behind Griffall. These are our leaders. Kale gets under a second. Gets up close. We have Greg. By Scott. That was for P5, by the way. Unfortunate that Scott went off track, but here we're getting a closer battle. Seven and a half minutes left in this. Looking on the inside. Oh, nice. Side by side. Had to give a little room. Such a tight corner. It doesn't look like it, but it folds back kind of on itself. Good racing here, good racing. Keith is protecting the inside here. There's the undercut. Is he going to make it? No. Try another. And you have it downhill and you catch this part here. KO had to back off there a little bit and lost that momentum. See if he can catch up here again. Lost some momentum there. Coming up on 4 minutes left on this race. 4 minutes and 10 seconds. KO gets close. Oh, here we go. Maybe he's got a shot. Run off of this corner. No. See who gets the good exit off of this corner. Looks pretty equal. Nope. I think Griffall got the advantage there. Three minutes left. Right now with KO here. Oh no, unfortunate. Oh man. You know, you want the position, but you don't want it that way. Looks like he's kind of waiting for him. Didn't sound quite right, does it? I'm seeing a little wiggle. I think he's got some damage. Very unfortunate. These guys were having such a good battle. Yeah, you can hear, I think, there's some front end damage there. He's making it work, though. He's making it work. Oh, 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 nope, hang on. Oh, man, not again. Okay. Well, still hear that tire or that wheel. I think Keith's gonna keep P2. David P3, Sean P4, and Greg P5. Greg was having a little trouble keeping his on the road. A little damage there too. Okay, well, congratulations to KO Slitten for the win. Slitten, Griffall, and DeGreef are podium. Then we have Sean Campbell, Greg Prochnow, and Scott Hall, and Otis, William Otis. And that's a William. Anyway, as the runner-ups. So that was our race. Hope you enjoyed it. So with that, we'll say good night and have a good evening.